This is a quick tutorial for using Pebble Go. You're going to want to have students log in by clicking Login. You're choosing to log in with Pebble Go, not Capstone or Google. All right, the username for each of the schools is the school's name. So if you're at Ohio, it's Ohio 1. If you're at Spruce, it's Spruce 1. If you're at Drake, it's Drake 1. And then the word school. All right, it's going to be a little tricky for students, so they might need a little help with that. But you'll notice that once they get logged in, it's a super visual program. You can typically when you hover your mouse over these, you probably can't hear it on my recording, but it will read to them whatever it is you're hovering over. So it's really easy for students to navigate around. So let's say you're trying to pick an animal to learn a little bit more about. Then there's different tabs within each of the little databases. So again, they'll hold their mouse over there, and there you can hear it'll read to them, so they know what they're looking for. This is a little tricky for the youngest students, but they can certainly come up here and search for their favorite animal. And then it'll give them articles that have that in there, so they can look for cats. All right, and then it takes them right to this. Every article in this database is set up exactly the same way. There's tabs across here that have different information about the animal. There's lots of pictures. Each one will read to the student. All right, so as you can see, it's very simple for our youngest students. Words that they may not understand, they can click on and it'll bring up a glossary. And again, of course, it reads to the students. So there's some great text-to-speech options. There's also some neat things down here, different activities, different articles they can read, and there's different games for the students in there, a video they could watch, they can listen to, lots of different things for students in here. So let's go back to the home page. So if they are kind of browsing for something, let's say they're trying to find information on seasons, then what they would do is you would want to help them, create a path and help them find what it is that they're looking for, because this can be a little bit tricky for students, but I like the pictures. It's very easy to say, click on the pumpkins, click on the mountain, things like that for students to look around. And as you can see, just about every single article is set up exactly the same way. So once the students are in, this should start becoming familiar to them. Within each of these databases, we have science, we have science, biography, social studies, and animals. On each of these pages, so when the students, to help keep them engaged, there's different games that they can play, and the games are really fun learning opportunities for the kids. They usually really enjoy these. So that's a quick intro to Pebble Go. I'm certainly willing to come in and help your students with some activities so that they can learn how to be pros at using this.